Scene 1, London's Heathrow Airport.
More delays? Jesus Christ. Can't they even put up a departure time? I could have stayed. William, glad you answered. I'm at Heathrow Airport. Yes, I know I should be in Dublin. It didn't work out with Celia. Thanks for trying to set it all up, but I don't know, so I left and thought I'd see a little bit of London. I enjoyed it. Yesterday, I changed hotels for the final night. I go into this new place. There's no one much around. I sit down with my stuff, buy a beer. The bar guy disappears. I look across and there's a...
I saw him. I was drinking a Bloody Mary and had just washed my hair. I glanced at him.
I glanced at her once, then twice, then... All right, I have to admit, I glanced a third time.
Hi.
Hi. She takes a book out of her bag. I recognize the cover. It's Henry Miller.
And Arlene, with the chocolatey Claire mug, wasn't the first of the little group to go to the insane asylum. I don't say it was masturbation that drove them there, but certainly the atmosphere of the convent had something to do with it.
William, are you still there? So I try not to, but then I can't help myself. I muster some courage and go over to speak with her. William, are you there? Tropic of Capricorn, right?
You know Henry Miller?
I've read that one and Tropic of Cancer. I can't imagine many women in 2020 reading Henry Miller, his Sexual Politics, 5 Wives.
You'd be surprised. Maybe other women just don't advertise it. I'll read you something.
Please do. Is this hotel bar always so empty?
What the hell are you going to do when a hot bitch like that plasters herself up against you and slips her tongue halfway down your throat? I should inform you I'm married.
Oh, I wasn't thinking.
I know you were. What would Henry Miller do in this situation?
Easy question. He'd take you upstairs and take off your clothes and ravish you.
It's a pity you're not Henry Miller.
It is a pity I'm not Henry Miller.
If you buy me another Bloody Mary, I might let myself contemplate a trip upstairs with you, even though you're not Henry.
Scene 2, a hotel room.
There was no night in which to rest. It was perpetual starlight on the arid surface of dead planet. Now and then, a lake, black as marble, in which I saw myself walking amidst brilliant orbs of light. So low hung the stars, and so dazzling was the light they shed that it seemed as if the universe was about to be born.
Scene 3, back at the airport.
6 p.m.? No way. Another 10 hours? What is going on? It's you, the Henry Miller fan. What a beautiful time we had yesterday. Are you going somewhere? You never mentioned you were traveling.
I'm going to Paris.
Paris.
Just the other day, I had the phone conversation I've always wanted to have. I am going to meet Henry Miller. I'm going to his studio to view his latest watercolors and read his writings.
I hate to break it to you, but Miller died in Los Angeles in 1980, 40 years ago. He hasn't been around Paris.
A man like Miller does not know how to die. Let me read you something.
In the middle of Heathrow Airport?
I wiggled the bloody bathing suit off her, and there she was, floating like a mermaid, with her big, strong teats bobbing up and down like bloated corks.
Don't go to Paris. Don't meet Henry.
I'm going to Paris.
You'll be disappointed. It's better to keep one's literary heroes at a distance. Keep them precious and glamorous within the imagination.
Don't be jealous.
I could never compete with Miller, but Paris will be a letdown. We could get out of Heathrow together. I can forget my flight back to the States as well. We can read Miller together if you wish. Read him all night. Go back to the hotel. What do you say?
I must go.
It's a beautiful dream you're having. I wish I had one of those myself.
It's no dream. And don't even think about seducing Aeneas Nin to get back at me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Everything that happens, when it has significance, is in the nature of a contradiction. I imagined that somewhere outside in life, as they say, lay the solution to all things. Hello?
Cynthia, it's Henry. Henry Miller. I'm calling from a cafe now in the Latin Quarter. Excuse the noise. The Bohemians haven't yet gone to bed.
Henry, I'm about to meet you. I'm at the Heathrow about to board.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. A telegram arrived. I have to go back to America for an indefinite period. A sudden change of plan.
I could meet you.
I know what you're going to suggest, but it would be tedious for you. Endless meetings and people I haven't seen in quite some time. We'll have to be lovers at a later point. I am sorry, Cynthia. I must go. There is a line for the phone. Cynthia, hear me out. I'll cancel my flight home. I'll get a plane to Paris, the next flight. I'll give you and Henry plenty of space and time, but when you're not seeing him, could you spare a few hours for me?
Yes, I could. This would be possible.
You'll have two lovers then. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, I will have you as a lover, and I will have Henry Miller.
I won't argue that. Shall I meet you in 2 days outside Notre Dame, 3 p.m.? We can start with an ice cream and a stroll.
Oh, my flight. Yes, I'll see you in Paris for an ice cream. Until then.
Oh, William, your answering machine. How many times have I heard that message over the years? I'm not coming back to America. I'm going to Paris to be the supposed second boyfriend of a married Englishwoman who believes she's about to have a crazed and tumultuous affair with Henry Miller. At least you can't say you've heard that one before. Once that delusion is knocked on the head, I intend to fall in love with her and for us to have a grand romantic time in the French capital. I'll call from Paris with an update.
I love Paris.
Why, oh, why do I love Paris?
Because my love